Alright, sorry, I just swallowed my own. Whoa. Wow, I got a lot of explaining to go. So first, the internet messed up. I had to restart every single application that I have open to running my stream, including my controller application and whatnot. Okay, so now I'm able to breathe finally. Yeah, as you can see, the score clearly tells all. Mayhem will actually take it back on map 1. I thought I was streaming by the time I got back in, and that did not happen because I had to completely restart my OBS to get my up deck working, and I completely forgot to turn it back on because I thought I left it on. So that's on me, guys. I owe y'all a beer. But nonetheless, Mayhem are able to take map 1. I do believe that Blaze has opted to give Mayhem map 2 pick. Mayhem have opted for, or no, I'm sorry. Mayhem have opted, I'm getting my stuff used still. But there is actually going to be a short break on Blaze's part. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of handling a couple things, kind of just regaining the platform here. But we're going to throw it to a little bit of an intermission. I know you've seen enough of that screen already, but I have nothing new to tell you, aside from we're on downfall. We'll see you on the other side.
Loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Too Old has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the center.
Try a little bit something different here and there. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do the same thing, but you know what I think is, see, and I think they're executing better because I think they were playing some game and not really playing like SMC now. Of course, they'll correct me and say that I'm
But back into the action, and the pre-fire paying off from Noman and Scooby-Doo, grabbing two from Armageddon early. The shots coming back, almost tagging Noman. Tool able to grab loyalty, and the push is hard on the objective right now. Tool has to respond as one is inside the corner. Killinger's punching in the code, trying to put Captains up 2-0, and he does. The incredibly aggressive push in the sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the same thing, but you know what I think is, see, I think they're executing better because of playing like SEC. Now, of course, don't correct me and say that I'm wrong, because I'm sure it's going to end up being wrong. Right now, I think it's not motivating, picking up the man advantage, and Trip going to be able to get things out there, but he runs right into Lionheart, and Lionheart lays him out. Now, Auto takes down Lane Ford, and Global We're in the next round. Very good.
Fontaine will go for the res. Alrighty, and welcome back. We're gonna bring you into the downfall action now. Thank you for pairing with me after all of that. As I said before, Mayhem have taken map 1 after an incredible comeback coming out from their part. Free fire coming out from Birds. Straight out. Now James is able to find Squigookin as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mayhem is Volk first, meaning they chose map, but they are away. So yeah, they got their map pick this time. You know what? Todd's had enough of thinking for now. After all this happenings that have happened behind the scenes, even though I'm just a one-man casting crew right now. Bit more of a approach bias coming out of Mayhem this time. Coming out of Blaze, I should say. Still getting my bearings. Oh no! And James has set himself on fire. What? Wow. He managed to live through that. Potato Bot's able to find Noman. Got some stop, dropping, and rolling there. Wrong. Mayhem still managed to stay up at 5, but James still is playing with fire as he already learned the hard way.
You say behind helicopter. Is he in the room behind helicopter?
Falling out of James coming out from Birds. Shots. James is actually able to find Birds. Very nice. Laser's back on for y'all.
No confirm on the dude south though. So one down, one confirmed.
Prefontaine's giving some company to Blaze. On the north side. Gone by the halfway mark seconds ago. Blaze have still yet to really make a definitive push to the objective, but they are only 2 men strong. I do believe it is Zero and Pre. They're going to meet up at some point, looks, judging by this rotation. Not going to have much time to attack that objective, though. Mayhem crew are just holding the angles. That's how you play this map, really. It's just find the angles that people have to cross on. You just hold them until they go. James Boak's able to find Prefontaine. That meetup won't happen. Now it's all up to Zero. You can take down Mayhem. Take down all 5 members of Mayhem, nonetheless. Going to be a very hard task for him to do. Look at what he sees. Kind of hop on board for a second. That's Wookiee, actually. I do not know why it's... Oh, there we go. Looks like one member of Mayhem's got him locked on. Zero's able to duck for cover just in time behind that red truck. Get a little bit of heroin in there, and then go for that refrag. He's not able to steady it just right. Tries to go for that rotation, and James is able to shut that down immediately. Joyful C4s coming out. Mayhem will take first point on this map pretty definitively. Like I said before, this is a pretty even matchup, even though the connoisseurs list says otherwise. Mayhem, and also known as Stone Cold Killers, and Blaze have been trading games for the past couple seasons. A trade war, if you will. This is the kind of trade war I can get behind, though. Now it'll be Blaze's turn to defend this objective. This can be challenging, to say the least. It's a 2-story. You can have that little capping space in the basement of this building, and that little corner. And then, of course, you can try to cap out right in front if you're feeling pretty ballsy about it. Nonetheless, we're going to drop right back into the action here. This is for some full action this time, without random acts of crashing. Knocking on my wood desk right now. Legitimately do not want to have to go through that again. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to either. Kind of a bit of a spread. Noman's going to get pretty... And look at that little bit of cover he's got. That is... That is some pretty crazy cover. Bird's able to find Wookiee. That'll free up Noman just a little bit. Couple of retaliatory shots coming out. James Boak's going to try to keep that south side, or keep that north side actually suppressed.
One in Crater Building, upstairs. Crater Building upstairs.
Callouts are going to be coming out.
He's rotated back out to northwest White Tower.
Looks like some lasers are kind of coming back here. Blaze is looking for some refrags if they possibly can.
Rotated back to Crater Building. Sorry, Potato. Sorry, Potato. Let's go. Son of a bitch. Yeah, good job, Definitely. Keep going.
Blade himself is going to try to go too far out. Zero's able to find Technic, evening it up. Or no, Mayhem are actually dwindling off here. They only have 3 strong.
There's no way I could double tap him. There's no way I can double tap him.
Like Deathblade was pretty far out there. Noman's gonna take his turn trying to take shots at the OBJ. Bot's gonna try to get a couple shots onto Noman, but he's pretty far in there. He's pretty hunkered down. He's waiting for people to come to him.
They're pinning me inside of the doorway at North Villa and one's suppressing me from the northeast. Sorry, say again.
His rotations are gonna be very difficult if OBJ goes down. If they just keep him suppressed, that's a perfect capping opportunity for Mayhem, and they could stick it to Blaze. Prove me and the other connoisseurs who actually voted for Blaze wrong here. Just declare my slight bias. I love both these teams. I don't really care. They're from birds. The birds. Basically giving his position away. Looks like a bit of a long-range combat's going to come out from that, from Deathblade. He's going to be able to find Potato Bot from the rooftop. I think that's Skogugin's like favorite position. I don't really see him go anywhere else. Member of Mayhem is looking for that refrag, but Mayhem are only 2 up. Blaze is pulling a Mayhem here, holding a perfect defense. Just not letting MBC. No one's able to find Deathblade. Now it's all up to 1. Rotation comes out there. I do believe Squigukin's looking for it.
Anybody walking down West Street at all?
Naughty. I don't think he thinks he got him. Blaze is just trying to make sure that they're covering all angles, making sure that no random flanks are coming out from James. James is going to make the rush for it. He's going to get spotted, duck for cover. He's got to worry about Noman. He's going to be able to find that one. Next one up. He's able to find Verds. This opens up the objective incredibly. He's going to take some flak from Zero. He's going to rotate away. Now he has to worry about Squigukin. Squigukin's going to get the better of that one. And Blaze will get a point of their own. Not nearly as decisively as Mayhem, but to be fair, that was all James. So I think I finally got my thought process straightened out on who chose this map. This should have been Mayhem's pick. Mayhem opted for Volk and let Blaze pick this map. Blaze is pretty good on this map. Matter of fact, let me bring up those stats really quick. Oh yeah, Blaze definitely has the numbers in their favor. Round win percentages on Downfall. Blaze is at 66. Mayhem is at a whopping 33%. The statistics here are definitely leaning toward or biasing toward a map 3 decider, but We've seen crazy things happen already this round. This map. So far, it actually has followed the statistics. Mayhem had the higher percentage on quarantine, and they were able to pull it back for themselves after a little bit of a rough start. They kicked the machines a couple times, and now it is actually became a machine that was running pretty smoothly. Smoke's running out there. Almost reminds me of an old strategy from Silent but Deadly. I think there's going to be a fake smoke push from James there. I think that he is stationed off in another building than he actually is. Trying to figure out what the spawn is, seeing if people pre-fire that smoke, but regardless, it's going to be a south spawn, so that really doesn't give him too much information to work off of aside from deductive reasoning.
It sounds like hotel or dark room. Dark room.
It's silence. I don't think silence here.
Communication now coming out there from Blaze. They try to pinpoint where Mayhem are specifically located. We got Wookiee inside the middle hotel. We actually got let's just take a look at the map here. We got a pretty decent kill box, and a box, I mean that in the literal sense of the term, a box, not a rhombus, a box set up by Mayhem. James actually demonstrates the kill box's abilities by finding 0 straight off the bat. These look like they were trying to prioritize taking out the hotel first, where Wookiee is currently stationed. Definitely holding a very powerful spot. Definitely going to be a headache for Blaze. They're going to have to take it out if they want to be able to move up onto the objective. There's just too many good little spots.
Stop rolling. Stop rolling. Stop rolling, you fucking stupid smoke.
Gonna move away from that. Bird's got to watch his language on cast. He's got to know when he's on camera, man. Know when he's on camera. James gonna try to take some shots there. Won't be able to find any. It looks like he's going for his own trick there, using the smoke in order to lure it out. Actually, Blaze is gonna be using that smoke to try to cover a flank, and it is a really good smoke, but Prefontaine's a little exposed now if James kind of exposes himself at all, but he's opting for the cover end of the whole spectrum here. Smokes begin to fall onto Wookiee. So does the pressure. He does have Defilade backing him up this time. And oh, Defilade's able to find Squigookin with the one-shot SKS. This is what we're talking about here. Mayhem have 2 very capable snipers on their team. Technic and Defilade, and they're both firing on all cylinders now. And we might have a really good peak coming out here really soon. Defilade's able to find this just in time. He's going to use that 12 times to its fullest ability. Maybe try to find Prefontaine. Oh, but Prefontaine's able to find that first. Amazing headshot. Birds are going to try to make a cross here. He dives for cover. Goes behind the red truck. Has to worry about the member of Mayhem that is on objective. This is the helicopter bungalow. Got Potato Bot watching that far dark room. And it's going to be hard for Verge to cross in front of because he's just got that lane so well covered. It's so hard to identify that. Was able to identify which window he's in. Or just really lucky, but he's not lucky in the sense that James is able to take that down. Blaze are only 2 strong, 2.5 strong, if we count Verds still being alive and well. Not. No one's going to be able to find Potato Bot, though. The first member... the kill box is beginning to fall. Going to be flatmates with a member of Mayhem as well. James opts not to go for the kill. He just lets his henchman do the work. Wookiee's able to find... Oh, and the C4 will end the round as well. Wow. Preventing the cap from happening with the C4. Definitely a great way to end a round. And Mayhem will get their second defensive point of map 2. The kill box says all. Being able to kind of hold the angles there, rely on other people to do peeks that would otherwise be very awkward to try to take down. Definitely working out for Mayhem. Being able, like, I'm specifically talking about James's great call out. Instead of trying to be quiet and maybe letting Noman come to him, he opted just to give away his position and let Wookiee do the work because he knew that Wookiee was watching that specific angle, and that just worked out incredibly well. Currently, according to the Volk advantage, Mayhem are looking pretty set to take a second map. And as we know, as this round has been going, this has been defying caster expectations. Well, the same objective for this next round, obviously, as odd number rounds go. Hanging out with Blaze on the defense on the start. A little bit of singing coming out. Do 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 do. Couple shots coming out there from James.
One at lower dumpster, be aware.
Able to call out the lower dumpster. But now, ooh, Blade's also in a great spot to be able to kind of shut that down. There is one member inside that middle hotel there. I'm kind of seeing an interesting variation on the kill box so far. It's almost as if it's more like a, instead of a kill box, it's more like a kill rhombus. Wish I could draw on the screen like a Major League Football, so I can just like be like, oh, this is where the tackle's gonna happen, and be able to highlight different things. But beggars can't be choosers. Maybe one day, though. One day, I dream of being able to draw on the screen and highlight different strategies. To expose different teams for their mindsets when it comes to this game. So we know James Boak's mindset. That is to send lead the other way.
He's moving by the bungalow now. He's west bungalow.
Blaze is not getting too peaky aside from Noman's weird rotation there. He was definitely in a good spot before. You rotate when Mayhem has a setup like they are right now, just spread out like that. There are no rotations that you can make. They're covering every single angle. The best thing you can do is just hunker down and wait for them to come to you. And right now, Mayhem is just straight up suppressing. That's their name of the game right now. doing a pretty good job at it. Blaze have already lost one member, their team captain.
I have not.
They can operate pretty functionally without Noman. We've seen them play without him before, and they play pretty good.
Heck, he's in that fucking doorway. Yeah, he's in the doorway, second level, looking up towards you.
Couple shots coming toward Deflate there as he almost gets picked out himself. Birds is just hounding on that corner there. Birds is going to be able to find that pick, though. Now Mayhem are going to have the same amount of manpower as Blaze does. Now Prefontaine's able to find Technic as well.
He's dead. Yeah, he's down at least.
Man, Mayhem is getting dangerously close on this north side here. It was where their bias was. They had two people up on here. They've just been unstoppable so far. Blaze have not been able to counter it properly. Folks going to go for the rotation. Looks like he's going to try to get a little bit of his flank on.
Do you have a magazine, Tato? One more last one.
Where were you shooting at?
Cine Hotel stairwell.
Fontaine's able to find Wookie.
Hotel. Center hotel.
Hitapot's able to trade with Zero. Mayhem are down to their last member. Boak is able to find Birds. He's dangerously close to the objective. He's looking for one, but he's not able to make it. And Blaze will take another. The Volk advantage is just, it's strong tonight. I think that's all I really need to say about that. Being able to defend properly on Downfall is working for both of these teams. Their offenses are just not able to crack each other just yet, but all Mayhem really needs right now, and if they want to be able to take map 2, it is in their favor as it stands right now. And I do believe I am joined by my lovely co-caster now. Control, how are you doing?
I'm good. I just got out of a game and I just wanted to hop in. I wanted to pick this game up, so glad I could join you midway through. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining me. It's always fun with two people. Now that it sounds a lot more professional, we've kind of come full circle between my stream completely glitching out, having to restart everything, to having a co-caster now, so really it couldn't be any better.
It's your night, TFH.
It is my night. Well, to fill you in, Mayhem have already taken map 1. I'm pretty sure, as you already know, because you've been watching stream, but now it's
fantastic.
yeah, but now the Volk advantage is definitely favoring Mayhem again, unless Blaze can pull off a Marstock win here. Gonna hop into
Such an easy capable objective too.
Yeah, this one definitely is. The two-story dumpster building is just a really hard one to defend. And we're talking about that Noman's before I could even turn the overlay off. Noman's gonna be able to find one. Potato's gonna get that refrag, and now we're into a 4v4 situation.
Where do you want me? Tuck in?
James is trying to call in for the tuck, and definitely is able to find Prefontaine, shifting it back into Mayhem's favor. Keep in mind the Volk advantage has been strong so far, but this is Blaze's perfect chance to be able to get a point of their own on an objective that's very vulnerable.
Yeah, I wish they were able to take advantage of all the smoke here.
Yeah, the smoke definitely can assist Blaze in being able to get themselves and insert themselves into a place that Mayhem will have to rotate to. But it looks like they're going to try to go for these picks instead. Squigookin is doing just that. He's able to find Technic. Now Potato Bot's able to find Birds as a refrag. And James is able to find Squigookin as well. Blaze are now down to one member.
Ugh.
Maybe,
But they're so vulnerable in the basement, that could have been a thing. Ugh.
oh, they could have been, yeah. Push to the basement was definitely a thing there, but now Zero is going to be mowed down from the firing squad, and Mayhem will take another Volk round, which has been the case for the entirety of this series.
Yeah, well, Mayhem, well, they're so orderly for such a mayhemic group.
They don't live up to their name, do they?
Well, I'm just looking at the rosters here. You got classic Mayhem teams with Deathblade and Technic with strong snipers. James showing off with his 11. Put that away, James. Come on. But on the side of Blaze, you got their strong guys too. So what a matchup.
Yeah, no, it's definitely either teams are kind of holding back here.
As they should not.
No holding back at all,
This is war, guys. Okay.
It is war, and Mayhem are looking pretty good right now, having that extra point up on Blaze thanks to their Volk round. Maybe this will be the one that they can get themselves the win here off of if they're able to win this round. And
Yeah, I
go
mean,
against the
have there been any
connoisseur.
caps this
There
series
has been. It's in the very first round.
outside of Blaze?
Blaze did, yeah. I'm pretty sure chat
Good guess.
will be able to tell you that. Yeah, you're just really good at guessing there, I see.
No, I really did have a game, and then I was like, I gotta watch this game. There's so many good games. I wish we all had our own time slot, you know, so that we can be sure not to miss anybody.
Yeah, it was just like, here, we want to get casted by Todd. Unfortunately, Todd doesn't even know his own schedule, so that's a bit of a rough one to do.
Who requested you on purpose?
No one requests me. It's okay.
I
Being able to
requested
choose.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're gonna hop into round 5 now? No, 6. We're in round 6 now. I can't count.
Birds just waved. It's not even the right spawn.
Well, he waved nonetheless, and we appreciate that. Blaze are going to spread out a little bit on this OBJ. We're going to have a east spawn. It looks like Zero's going to, or Birds is going to have some early company. He's going to try to not be seen. Omen's going to be able to find Wookiee straight off the bat. That gives Blaze a little bit of an advantage. Your Birds can hear the little movements coming out from Mayhem as well. Wookiee is still capable of being res, so he's probably giving out some juicy little callouts. Still, Noman chooses to go over and confirm that one.
Yeah, he's definitely giving callouts here.
Birds can definitely capitalize on listening for when, like, hearing for like, hey, go res me now, but he's not really giving that call out. I think Birds is a little bit more preoccupied right now. He's going to go for the confirmation. Oh, wow. That would have been a really good nade if rotation didn't come out a little bit earlier. Looks like that the res is going to try to come out right now. Potato Bot's able to find Birds as well.
Wow.
That frees up Mayhem a lot.
Yeah, I think they were trying to push in through the south way to get into the basement for that cap.
Yeah.
Although I think James and Potato do like to go out here in the north to find any picks. That's kind of like their route.
Yeah, well, it seems like we're kind of getting the Mayhem spread right now. Mayhem are 5 strong as of right now. Blaze have lost 1 member. Birds. Like James is being tracked by, I think that's Noman. Shots going out there. James is kind of coordinating with Potato. What he can do.
Yeah, they definitely run together on this side here. And it looks like Wookiee's giving callouts for James. Right?
Very nice to have a battle buddy that you can trust and you can understand. Deflate on the south side now. He's got to worry about Noman. Like Mayhem will be bringing out the drone again. The anti-aircraft skills are, yeah, the anti-aircraft skills are going to have to come up from Blaze, but Zero's going to be able to find James Boak.
Well, yeah, looks like they're trying to clear out the south, but they've got who is this in the upper dumpster here? Prefontaine. It's got eyes on it, right?
Yeah, he's kind of covering Noman as Deflate tries to find him as well. Noman recognizes that. I think Noman recognizes that. Ooh, but Noman's getting a little peaky now.
Ooh.
Might not be what the plan called for. I don't even think Deflate's focused on it. Technic's able to find Skuguka with a very nice snipe from the North Hill. I think that's what Noman's trying to get a beat on, actually, is Technic.
Yeah, he just his angle here. He just needs to hold it and wait for Deflate to get out of the outhouse there.
Out of the outhouse? Is that what we're calling it now?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess yeah, that is. I guess yeah. To each his own or her own.
No one is he can get pinched here if they don't know his position though.
Yeah, Deflate. No one's got Deflate locked in right now. I don't think.
Yeah, but he knows Technic is there too. Ooh, miss. Oh.
Prefontaine's able to find Technic though. That's a pretty good one given the fact that Technic was up on that North Ridge, but Deflate as well on camera was able to just dodge Noman.
Yeah, and Wookie is making his way up here, and I think Deflate is making noise to get distraction going.
Definitely could work in the favor of Wookie. Yes, he's able to pick that one up. Now he's going to try to work his way onto the objective. He is nearby. Zero's watching that side. Oh. Noman's able to get that pick. Deflate's not able to stop him there. But Potato Bot's able to find Zero. That opens up this whole side over here. The cap could be coming out if Potato's careful about it. Oh, but Mayhem will win anyways as Deflate's able to find Noman.
Yeah, Deflate shouldn't have done that. I thought maybe this would be the time that Potato caps, finally.
But actually, speaking of which, Mayhem are the winners.
The series.
Yeah, this the upset has happened. The connoisseurs listing, including myself here, thought Blaze would win.
You voted against Mayhem?
Yeah, I did. You got a problem with that?
only to call you out on air.
I call myself out on air all the time. Yeah, it's gonna be Subway for map 3. Definitely a change up from the previous 2. We've had Quarantine and Downfall. I was totally expecting Snow Peak next.
Really?
Well, just the way map's been going, but
yeah, all the large maps. Turbine, why not?
Yeah, why not? Looks like all teams are already filed on in here. Our first objective is going to be the upstairs objective. Chinatown, definitely where it's going down. As you can see, Subway has been completely quarantined. There are no souls on the street, and proper 6 feet of distancing between themselves.
No, let's see if the guys follow the rules.
Yeah. No rule
I gotta
rule
say,
bending.
with all of the objectives on Subway, I really like all of them. Maybe the bottom tracks one's a little bit more difficult, but I love all of the ways that you can approach each of these OBJs. So I'm hoping for some really good coordination coming out of these teams here. Or maybe Blaze goes and, you know, guns blazing and do their thing.
Yeah. I think the downstairs objective or the bottom tracks objective is probably my favorite one to cast. It definitely brings a lot of action. Definitely brings a lot of possible rotations. So you kind of get these nice little plot twists kind of going on in the strategy. This upstairs one is also pretty intense too. We see a lot of caps on this one nowadays, as these are a little less likely to physically run into smoke and try to prevent caps anymore.
Yeah, but you can definitely. I mean, there's some really good nicks here that you can. You know, it's stressful when you see smokes, you know? Like,
Yeah, I mean, the smokes definitely add the pressure to the objective, kind of. Make you think that, oh, the enemy is here, I gotta hold my angle, but at the same time, they are blocking off their view to you as well as yours to theirs, so what could you possibly lose by just running in there and creating havoc? My general opinion on smoke. We're gonna hop into... We're gonna stop talking about our smoking habits.
Verds has to fix some things.
As always. I've already taken a time out just because of him. All right, we're gonna follow him for a little bit here.
Verds, whatever he wants, he gets.
Yeah, exactly. He's not much of a guy, and he's able to find Wookie. He wanted Wookie, he got him.
Yeah, he wanted it.
Deflate's gonna be able to find Noman. Now we're into a 4v4 situation. Verds is gonna rotate back now. Mayhem have control of the smaller alleyway for now, but Zero's gonna try to contest that by being by the spawn alley.
Yeah, they're definitely doing similar pushes that they've done in the past with Potato and James going up. They've executed it and not executed it. So let's see how it goes.
I think Verts is gonna try to get a little peeky on Cappy.
Oh, did they bring Cappy in?
Yeah, they brought Cappy in. They replace. I'll have to figure that out later.
Technic, maybe?
Botched nade comes out from Wookie.
Deflate.
Definitely right. Yeah, you're right. No, Wookie's already dead. And that's a good nade coming out there. Being able to kind of share the nades, give them to the baseball player on the team. Definitely a bit more of a strategy. Or Echo, you know. I'm not going to discriminate against other VRML sports. You have to have a pretty good throwing arm for Echo as well. At least that's one thing I've learned so far in my
and sweatbands.
Sweatbands as well. Yeah, those are nice. Or
That's
you know,
so.
this is gonna be this is gonna be the cheesiest plug ever. You know what really works for sweat on VR headsets?
Let's hear it.
VR cover.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see what I did there?
Yeah.
Really good for being able to have a steady arm like Capitano's on Defilade.
It's okay. He said something about his mama, so
Yeah, I know. Exactly what's going on here. That team kill is not good for Mayhem.
Do it. Otherwise,
he had to.
Definitely would have done it himself.
Well, Mayhem were 5 strong until Mayhem decided otherwise.
And we do have Potato and James trying to make this push here, but they got free.
And Zero and Cappy are going to get a little intimate here. Zero's going to get the better of that one. Prefontaine's able to find Potato Bot. That's actually a trade. He was able to get a confirm onto Cappy in the meantime. Now we're Mayhem were 5 strong before, but now they have gone down to 1. It is Zero and Squigookin versus James Boak, and James has been demonstrating his ability to handle himself under pressure before. He can definitely do it again.
Yeah. And looks like he's gonna make a rotation. Or?
Yeah, he's gonna make a rotation here. He's got 3 minutes left here. He's definitely got the time to afford and to spend.
Let's ride along with him here. I was hoping he was gonna narrate or something for us
That'd be cool. Yeah.
with his Kiwi accent, but
The Kiwi accent's definitely very nice. I can't tell the difference between that and an Australian accent, so.
well, actually, his is a bit of a mix of a Kiwi, British kind of a
Really?
hybrid thing.
What how that came about, but
Ooh.
none of that anymore. Zero and James are about to
Oh,
square off here. Zero is on the bed. That's an old school strategy right there.
Ooh, and he
James is
does.
going to identify that right off the bat. Now it's him versus Squigookin. Will James be able to... I'm surprised he's actually not rotated just yet, but he's going to try to go for this. Oh, there comes the rotation.
Oh, he missed it just then.
Already used his utility. He might be able to loot his friends' bodies.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
To get himself some goodies. Don't look like he's on a looting spree just yet. There we go. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. Here's.
Look, he's got the good stuff.
Yeah, he's got gummy bears in his bag and everything.
Yeah, yeah. All right, granola bar.
Exactly. You need
He's
that.
good to go for a hiking trip.
He might not like Chinese food.
I mean, we're in Chinatown. It's not like he's got much of an option.
There's a pizza place right here.
Oh, Chinese pizza. Got everything here. It's got a sex shop. It's got pizza. Yeah. It's got Kun Nam Wa Bradal.
No, he can hear him. He definitely can hear him.
Yeah, I think Squeaker definitely hears it. The nade comes out. It's actually a flash. James rotates back. Now Squeakukin's getting really aggressive on this defense. Another nade's going to come out. James going to rotate a little bit back. No, he's actually going to peek this corner. Squeakukin's going to rotate just in time. Will James be ready for this? Yes, he will. And Mayhem are going to clutch that one.
The Mayhemians are not going to hear the end of this.
Wow, definitely an amazing job done by James, being able to get those nice little doubles. The end game for Mayhem is on point right now.
Yeah, wow, that's great. I think it's been a while since they've been able to put in their usual starting five. Although, you know, Cappy is back in, Technic's been in and out, but Defilade is their sniper, and then he trained and let Technic kind of do the sniping stuff.
Yeah.
But they rotated in 2 new players, so it's nice to see them starting out with their usual top 5 or starting rosters. Worth it against Blaze, because Blaze is like scary.
Blaze is definitely a titan of a team. They're not the US team, but they're getting there. They're definitely one of those teams that constantly improve.
No, they're just doing their Blaze thing. You know,
they're just doing their thing.
We don't care. It's just for fun. And then boom, last half of the season, they're gonna like blow it out of the water. You know, be on the top. So,
yeah.
I mean, they should. They've got some good, good pickups. Newer ones, I think, maybe from last season. Zero and Silent. I don't know. It was last season. This season?
That was last season. Last season.
Squigookin is this season.
Well, no, he was last season as well.
Oh yeah.
Him and Zero were around the same time. And there are definitely a lot of veteran players on Blaze with the newer pickups. Zero, former Magnificent Bastard / Riot, used to be my captain personally. Silent Knight used to be former Animal House. I believe he was the founder.
Trainer of Colettos.
Yep, there you go. And then Squigookin, former... Oh, man, he's got a resume to him. He's got Mob Squad, Phoenix. What team has he not been on, honestly? Definitely been around with a lot of top tier teams. And he was on Mob Squad back in their prime.
Ooh, shuts out.
Verd's going to be bringing the shield. The first time we've seen the shield all day coming from Verd's. A bit of nade coming out here. Oh, and it's going to be good. The refrag's going to come out. It's actually going to be a fake nade. That was a fake nade. Wow, that was a really good one. What I mean by fake nade is nade without the pin pulled. Just thrown out there to give the effect and make the shield think about something and force him to make a decision.
Oh yeah, good refrag over here. Noman and Potato. Did the Squeakukin call Potato out by name?
Probably. These teams are kind of able to identify
Yeah.
who's aware
I
just from their
mean,
positioning.
Yeah, positioning and their loadouts and
Every player's
them
got
talking out loud.
Yeah,
Potato
exactly.
does like to announce themselves. I'm Potato. I'm coming. So see that too.
Yeah. Maybe no one's just blatantly saying the strategy out to the other team, like, "Hey, we're gonna attack at 2 minutes. Be ready."
You gotta love their thought process though from
Yeah.
veteran teams. You know, like it's just so good. You know, you're really watching.
Sometimes they like to mess around a little bit while keeping it competitive. Sometimes they just like to mess around completely. I've got certain teams in mind. And then some will take it super serial.
But you got such good players like Prefontaine. Like he's so deadly.
Yeah, he's been
Super
on
nice,
fire
super
this
deadly.
entire match. And speaking of Prefontaine, he's getting dangerously close to this objective here. There's a bit of a kill box set up from Mayhem here, trying to prevent anything crazy happening on. Currently in a 4v4 situation at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
They've got it surrounded.
They got it surrounded, and James Boak is too. Capitano tries to go for that refrag, but Prefontaine's just too quick on his heels. Ooh, but he's able to find it that time. Theta now begins to move up here. He's in a perfect spot to try to nade out Nate, Noman, and Squigukin. Try to say that quick 4 times. Rez might come out onto nade out Noman is what I meant, but...
And just, again, a rotation, trying to decide on the rotation out of here.
All of Blaze are just really clumped up right now. If Theta could see what we see, I think he would know to throw a nade.
If he could see what we see, those are hacks.
Yeah, that is true.
Just kidding, Theta. I love you.
Watch, he is going to throw a nade, and then we're going to accuse him. Well, no one's able to find James. Finally taken down, but the nade will come out, and James is able to find Zero and Squigukin.
Oh, did he throw, and then they got him.
The confirms are going to try to come out, but Theta was too focused on the confirms to worry about Noman. Now we're into a 2v1. Noman's going to find Deflate. Now it's into a 1v1. It's Cappy